Did you know that 2.2 million pupils attract pupil premium funding this year?
Progress for children on pupil premium is something that's really important, and schools are all working really hard on it. But despite that, the gap between disadvantaged children and their peers persists, and in many cases is widening up to 19.2 months at the end of GCSEs.
That's a really big gap, but let's think about what we could do about it. To support us in doing this as leaders, the EEF produced a guidance report. The guidance report has 5 different elements sat within it. The first one, or the first element that we're going to talk through, is around diagnosing pupil need.
So when we talk about diagnosing pupil need, we're thinking about schools as very busy places, very cognitively demanding, and sometimes that leads to us oversimplifying a very complex problem. So one of the things that we're encouraged, the EEF encourages not to do, is to cherry pick data to confirm hunches. So I have a hunch this is what the issue is, and then we look for data that confirms that. What would be a better way for us to think about solving those problems?
I think for me it sits within that really clear implementation process which sits behind all of the EEF frameworks. We've got to be really clear that our detailed approach is identifying pupils' needs.
I think one of the other things that's quite difficult about working with pupil premium children or disadvantaged children is that kind of anchoring bias. Once you hear the phrase disadvantage, it can sometimes lead us to put a limit on our expectations. What would be a better way for us to think about working with disadvantaged pupils?
Yeah, I think we've got to change the narrative. It's up to us to really champion the disadvantage and look at their strengths as well as their weaknesses. There will be disadvantaged students who are exceeding their age-related expectations, and we've got to confirm that we're working for their best interests as well as the others.
And the last kind of trap to talk about today, I think, is the fact that sometimes in a cognitively demanding place like a school, we can oversimplify the problem. So we might see something like a disadvantaged child whose attendance is poor, and what we're seeing there really is the observable effect of the problem rather than the root cause. What kind of ways of thinking might be more helpful?
Yeah, I think when we sit and look at root causes, that's really where our actions need to happen. Sitting behind attendance is a whole host of different issues that might be there. It might be around mental health, it might be around accessibility to school and the curriculum, but it also is important to really explore it with the pupils at their heart.
Okay, great. The key message: we assess, we don't assume.